Today's a great day to be a soldier, and I'm incredibly proud to provide remarks for this occasion. On the graduation field before you are 1,118 Americans that represent our great nation and the freedoms that it represents. They came to us 10 weeks ago as your sons and daughters, your husbands and wives, your brothers and sisters, and that they remain, but now they are also American soldiers. Our youngest soldier is 17, our oldest is 42. They represent 50 different states, 43 different countries, and territories over 4 continents. Places like Vietnam, Ecuador, Iraq, Cameroon, Haiti, and Italy, to name a few. There are 49 soldiers with associate's degrees, 71 with bachelor's degrees, 10 with master's degrees, and 1 PhD. And lastly, we welcome 164 newly naturalized United States citizens. Thank you very much. Over the last 10 weeks, the soldiers before you are rigorously trained, physically and mentally challenged, and learned the value of discipline and teamwork. Through that process, we have gradually transitioned from civilians to soldiers, the ones that you see on the field. Now they understand that what they've signed up to do is something much greater than themselves. They know they are joining a team of soldiers that's responsible for defending our nation, protecting the American people, and fighting and winning our nation's wars. Of all eligible Americans, less than 1% volunteer to serve, and even less than that wait for graduation day. For that, every soldier on the graduation field and family member in the stands should be incredibly proud. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them one more round of applause. As we welcome America's newest soldiers to the Army, we'd like to recognize and thank all veterans and retirees for their military service, especially our officers here today who will retire. While we honor your service and celebrate the commencement of 1,118 new Army careers that are going to carry on your legacy and dedication to our nation, all veterans and retirees understand the significance of this accomplishment and what it means to serve your country. Thank you for serving our great nation. At this time, I ask that all veterans and retirees please stand. And ladies and gentlemen, let's thank them for their service. Thank you to our friends and families who have supported their soldiers through this process. Thank you for encouraging them to serve their country, for motivating words of encouragement along the way, and for the sacrifices you make for the love and camaraderie you will continue to provide them throughout their journey in the Army. We could not do this without your love and support. Also with us today is the 282nd Band. We are so privileged to have one of the best bands in the Army, and they're right here at Fort Jackson. You make every ceremony special, and we truly appreciate you being here. The next group we'd like to recognize is our cadre, which comprises our staff officers, non-commissioned officers, executive officers, company commanders, and first sergeants. They work tirelessly to ensure the battalion accomplishes its mission, and they often work behind the scenes ensuring conditions are set to successfully make American soldiers. And the last group we'd like to recognize is our drill sergeants, the backbone of our battalion and the ones who transition your civilians into soldiers. Each one was specially selected from across the Army and underwent a rigorous training regimen at the Drill Sergeant Academy. They are a representation of the finest, most professional, most competent soldiers the Army has to offer. They work countless hours around the clock doing everything they can to ensure your soldiers are ready to operate in Army units worldwide and stand in harm's way. Their hard work and dedication to this mission is absolutely unmatched. And finally, our soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment. Each and every one of you join the Army to do great things. You arrive at Fort Jackson as individuals, and leave here as members of one of the greatest combat teams on earth. The Army will afford you incredible opportunities. Set your goals high, continue to work hard, and remain focused on the mission. As you celebrate today and continue on to your next training assignment, never forget where you came from or how you got here. Always remember the family that supported you and the drill sergeants that made you a soldier. Army units across the world need you and are ready for you to join them. Command Sergeant Major Julio and I are incredibly proud of you. You're a soldier for life. Always remember the Army values and continue to proudly represent the 130th Infantry Regiment and this great nation. Hard work and dedication, no ground to give, and victory starts here. Today's soldier is, above all, a warrior, adaptive, confident, and competent. As a soldier, you are totally committed to the warrior ethos, grounded in Army values, and determined to destroy enemies of the United States of America and her allies. The United States Army Soldiers Creed embodies this commitment. To the soldiers on the field, the uniform you wear at this moment is more than an outward display of your vocational choice. Your uniform is a symbol of a nation and an unspoken assurance to all who see you that you are a willing and able protector of the freedoms fought so religiously for, by all who have gone before and those who will bravely come after. You have become what you set out to be, a soldier in the United States Army. The Soldier's Creed is your declaration of your unshakable commitment to the ideals this nation was founded upon and will continue to guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Private First Class Wagner presents a certificate of appreciation to the retirees and leads the soldier standing before you through the reciting of the Soldier's Creed.
Sorry.
In consideration of those around you, we ask that you please remain seated and in the bleachers until all soldiers have passed the review stand and the conclusion of the ceremony is announced. As you are approached by the Lincoln flag, it is appropriate to rise and remain standing until it has passed to your right. Once the ceremony has concluded, family members of awardees may meet their soldier under the canopy located to the left of the bleachers. All other family members and friends, please meet your soldiers on the field once instructed by the narrator by respective companies.
Everybody go!
The 13th Infantry Regiment, formed on July 16, 1798, during the first expansion of the Army after the War of the Independence. During the War of 1812, the 13th Infantry was engaged almost constantly in skirmishes along the northern frontier. The 13th United States Infantry was then reorganized by direction of the President on May 4, 1861.
Its headquarters were established in Jefferson Barracks, Missouri, where companies Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Golf of the 1st Battalion were organized. During the American Civil War, the unit earned its motto, First at Vicksburg. On December 2nd, 1863, the regiment left for the expedition against Vicksburg, where they participated in the battles of Hayes Bluff, Champion Hill, and Black River. On May 19, 1863, the regiment led the assault on the Vicksburg fortification. The 1st Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, was the only Union unit to paint its colors on the Confederate position, while the other battalions in the regiment have adopted the 40-round motto of the 15th Corps. The 1st Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, truly was first at Vicksburg. During the Spanish-American War, the battalion was sent to Cuba with the 1st Infantry Division. On July 1st, 1898, the 13th Infantry was part of the fierce fighting on San Juan Hill. The drum major is Sergeant Jonathan Gifford. By Captain Jake Bolton. First platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Marcus Collins and trained by Drill Sergeant James W. Led by Senior Drill Sergeant Devin Valdez and trained by Drill Sergeant Sean Bull. Third platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Jonathan Ruiz and trained by Drill Sergeant Mark Winter. Fourth platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Alan Bozano and trained by Drill Sergeant Betsy Sharp. In the rear of the formation is the First Sergeant, First Sergeant Nicholas Harris. First platoon is led by Vallejo is trained by Drill Sergeant Matthew Sanders. Second platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Darren Blaine and trained by Drill Sergeant Blake Moore. Third platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Joshua Kruger and trained by Drill Sergeant Alejandro Carvajal. Fourth platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Marcus Mack and trained by Drill Sergeant Carolina Guerrero. In the rear of the formation is the First Sergeant, First Sergeant Nathan Lucero. Charlie Company is commanded by Captain Richard McNeil. First platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Benjamin Rose and trained by Drill Sergeant Chad Newville. Joshua Clean.
Isang libo lahat eh. 1,180. Kung weekly yan, 40,000 a year.
Come on, Kapit! First Sergeant Robert Kirkpatrick. Echo Company is commanded by